Bitcoin, please go to moon. Stop going sideways now. Don't ever say we going down to 1K, but Mr. Novo grazie, we have bottom it out, Novo grazie is bullish. Bottom it out, don't ever rise is bearish.
Bearish fall to the 13 prime trade.
Novo grazie is bullish.
Bitcoin could be at 40,000.
Let us go to moon.
Yo, yo, yo. Welcome everyone to today's cryptocurrency price prediction and technical analysis live stream. I really do hope everyone today is doing amazing, especially of course if you are maybe even holding some long trades on Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, Polkadot, Chainlink, Cardano. A lot of different altcoins have been getting quite a nice push towards the upside. That is why today, of course, we do need to talk about a lot of different things. I am going to go through order flow to see exactly what other people were doing in the market only the past, let's just say, couple of hours, because we are really, or actually we were getting a very nice bullish indication that I was also talking about yesterday. That is also probably one of the reasons why Bitcoin is right now getting a push towards the upside. We also need to go on the 3-day time frame. I'm going to apply the line chart on our chart to talk about two very important areas of resistances. Also, we are going to cover a potential bullish Elliott wave count. We are going to talk about the RSI indicator, the two very important trend line resistances on the logarithmic scale and also not on the logarithmic scale. And additionally, something that right now looks very, very interesting. The first thing is going to be on the weekly time frame, the weekly candle that is going to be closed literally in the next 4 hours. And the second thing is something that I posted on Twitter only a few hours ago, right here 23 hours ago, where I said that Bitcoin is now in the Bitcoin is dead zone on the rainbow chart. Something very, very interesting, because it really does look like that human emotions, when we are looking at the charts, it looks like they are very much predictable. Everyone is getting very scared once we are getting a push down. Everyone is getting super excited once we are getting a push up. So that is why, yeah, we really need to talk about many different things today. That is why make sure you relax. You watch, of course, also ideally the entire live stream, because also later we need to cover the altcoins, what have been the best performing altcoins in the past 24 hours and also in the 7 days. Also, we need to cover the trading bots that right now most of them are still being in a slight drawdown right here. But the thing is, I am going to talk about the altcoins slightly later. Ethereum, if of course you are in my free VIP Discord server, you probably know that we did hit our 1-to-1 Fibonacci extension level right here. XRP took the liquidity below the recent low. In my opinion, not a significant level, but it really does look like it was quite an important one, because exactly from here, right now, we are getting a reaction back up. Also on Solana right here, this is something that I was definitely expecting, and also personally, I was also trading. So more about the altcoins like later. Right now, I do have, and of course, we need to talk about, first of all, Bitcoin, because I do have a lot of things to talk about today, because, yeah, Bitcoin right now is looking really, really interesting. A lot of people maybe even are still bearish, especially if you're going to go on the Crypto Fear and Greed Index. I mean, this one clearly right now is at the level 8, being in the extreme fear. People right now probably already lost hope that we are going to get a recovery towards the upside, but I would say that the data, when we are looking at many different indicators, when we are also paying attention how Bitcoin is right now looking like on the 1 hourly, for example, I don't think that we should necessarily target immediately another lower low. So let's right now, first of all, go step by step, right? Let's first of all focus what has been happening on the CVD indicator to see exactly if other people were actually buying or selling. And you're going to see something that I mentioned in yesterday's video right here, where I talked about the CVD indicator, and it does look like we were forming a very nice bullish divergence here. The CVD indicator that is measuring if brand new buying or selling pressure is coming in the market was definitely getting very similar low right here. Not exact, it was still a higher low, very slight higher low right here, but Bitcoin was getting quite a significant higher low. And this right here is clearly an indication that we are getting some kind of bullish absorption. Now, logically thinking, if we get bullish, if we are pushing towards the upside, logically, we should be also getting more buying pressure. But this was not the case when we go with the CVD indicator. We were forming almost the equal low right here, which means very similar selling pressure was coming in market versus what we got exactly at the low right here. And Bitcoin was still pushing towards the upside. So it clearly meant someone is absorbing all of the selling pressure coming in. Someone was clearly buying right here, which of course was a beautiful bullish Bitcoin indication. And that is why we are right now getting also another very slight push towards the upside. However, I really want to show you exactly at what level is Bitcoin trading right now, because let's go on the line chart, something that I don't think a lot of people are even using. And of course, right now, if I go very quickly in the chat, if you can just quickly tell me if you're maybe even using the line chart. I would say that most of you are probably going to say no, because it's a very simple chart. It does show less data than, of course, a normal candlestick chart, but in my opinion, is definitely something that sometimes, not often, yes, sometimes, it is quite a good one to pay attention to, because it is going to simplify your entire analysis. What exactly do I have in mind here? Let's go on the 3-day, where we are looking right now only at the line chart. So it is showing to us only candle closes. And what we can try to do, not knowing what was happening right here only a few days ago, just paying attention to our historical price action from back in June 2024. So this entire structure, clearly does look like, was a very important one. And also this specific area was also an even more important one, because we were hitting the level, rejection, hitting the level again, rejection. I guess right here also, if we are going to go, whoops, not like this, if we are going to go again with the normal candlestick chart, we came directly towards this level, we got a rejection back down, and also once again, once we broke the level, we got a major breakout. So it was a very important level from back in July 2024. So what we can do here, extend it towards our recent price action. Where is Bitcoin trading right now? I mean, it really does look like we are trading exactly at this specific zone, exactly at this very important area of resistance. And right now, also one very important thing. Let's identify two more levels here. What was, historically speaking, a very important support level, and of course also another area of resistance. Look at those lows right here. It does look like this area was definitely a very important one. Why so? Because we bottomed out here, we got a push towards the upside. And also right here, we can be connecting our recent highs with some kind of a horizontal level right here. And you can notice it was almost a perfect area of support. So it does look like, looking at the candle closes only on the 3-day time frame, of course using the line chart right here, we can identify some key levels on Bitcoins. And right now, Bitcoin is really testing this exact area. So it does look like it is going to be a very important level. So what we can say, reclaiming the resistance level, it is probably going to mean we can be looking for higher targets. And then the next one on the 3-day time frame, historically speaking, is then going to be at approximately 78,000 US dollars. And clearly you can also see right here, it is really not a random level. Previously, we hit the level, we got some kind of a bearish retest, and then of course, we got a bigger collapse, literally straight towards downside. So right now, we know we are at the area of resistance. Is this level right here the best level for us to fire a long trade? I mean, I would say potentially yes, if of course you have a wider stop loss, because of course on the daily time frame, you're still going to be buying quite a significant dip right here. If you're day trading on the 1 hour or 30-minute time frame, definitely buying right here is probably not going to be the smartest idea, because you are buying at some kind of an area of resistance. So right now, I want to show you exactly what could be potentially our bullish Elliott wave count if Bitcoin is right now going to get a rejection from the area where we are trading as of right now from approximately 71,000 US dollars. So if we right now know, okay, we hit some kind of a local level, it could potentially mean we are forming the second Elliott wave of the bigger 5-wave price structure. So we are going to right now say, okay, Bitcoin finished some kind of an impulse right here. Right now, if we do get a push down because of the resistance, it could be our second Elliott wave. And then already we can be looking for another major pump towards the upside for us to then get the third one, fourth one, and of course also the fifth Elliott wave. When we can say that we are probably going to move higher, once Bitcoin does then get, of course, potentially right now a push down and then a breakout above our area of resistance. In this scenario, we are going to know probably we can be looking for some kind of a 5-wave price structure straight towards the upside. And if you right now ask me, what can be some very good levels where we can be looking for a buy trade? Of course, I need to say to you, it is going to be at the area of support if we are going to be getting some kind of a push down. And more about the targets of our second Elliott wave slightly later. I'm going to show you exactly what is a very important support area if we do get right here a push down, where potentially we can be looking to go with a brand new long trades. Now, for complete transparency, I am right now already holding a long trade on Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and also Solana. And of course, also, I do hold many different long trading bots, Solana, XRP, Ethereum, and also on Bitcoin right here. So I am quite exposed right now. And definitely, if we go higher, the long trades are going to be in a bigger profit. But I'm just saying right now, if, for example, you're looking for a bigger bounce right here, I mean, if you're trading on the daily time frame, sure, you can already be right now still be looking to fire another long trade. If you're looking more locally, let's just say on the 30-minute time frame, definitely waiting for some kind of a rejection back down for the second Elliott wave could be a slightly smarter idea. And of course, we are going to talk about the targets of our second Elliott wave literally in a moment. Now, what if, because someone in our free VIP Discord server actually mentioned about what if Bitcoin is right now only completing the bigger third Elliott wave. What exactly does that mean? Let's go on the daily time frame, because right here, remember what I was saying only a few days ago. In my opinion, it really does look like that this right here is some kind of a 5-wave price structure straight towards upside. Now, of course, I do need to agree with all of you. The fifth Elliott wave is looking very, very impulsive. And also, if we go right now with the volume indicator, clearly, we also got some kind of a volume increase on this entire push towards upside. I would say, of course, if you right now compare the volume of the fifth Elliott wave with the third one right here, the volume in the third one was definitely slightly higher than the fifth one. And that is why right now, this Elliott wave count with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave price structure towards upside, right now still remains as my main Elliott wave count on the daily time frame. Someone said to me, bro, what if this entire push down right here is only the third Elliott wave? I would say it could be the third Elliott wave, but only if you go right here on the 4-hourly. In this scenario, we can potentially talk about 1, 2, 3, right now forming potentially the fourth Elliott wave, and then we can be expecting the fifth one. I would say something like this is definitely still very much possible. Of course, if right now we are going to roll over and of course get a rejection from the area where we are right now. But the thing is, if we get a push down below the recent low right here, I am definitely going to fire an even bigger long trade. And let me, of course, you already know exactly the trading setup I'm paying attention to in a case we go lower right here, because I was talking about it literally in the video only a few days ago that was posted, no, not a few days ago, yesterday. I was talking about this exact trading setup, something you need to be paying attention to on the RSI indicator, and I still stand behind that. If we do get right now another push down, which of course it is then going to mean the fifth Elliott wave is not finished. Of course, in this scenario, we are looking for impulse, correction, impulse, right now another correction, and only then another impulse back towards upside. If something like this happens, we form a new lower low right here, you need to watch the RSI indicator, because it can actually be a beautiful long entry, and in my opinion is going to also catch a lot of people off guard. More about the RSI indicator slightly later. We also are going to talk about the MACD and also the money flow. That is also actually one of the reasons why I'm telling to you, if you are trading right here on the 1 hourly or 30-minute time frame, buying right here might not actually be the smartest idea. But more about the indicators slightly later. So we are literally going to later talk about exactly if it's more likely that Bitcoin is right here forming some kind of a second Elliott wave, we then go higher, or if we are right now still looking for another major push towards upside. So more about the support levels, more about the exact trading ideas slightly later. Right now, in my opinion, you just need to know one very important thing. It could be that we finished right here, the 5th Elliott wave, and of course, we right now go higher, or simply, if we do get another push down below the recent low, I mean, I'm definitely then looking to scale even more in all of my long trades, literally on the entire cryptocurrency market. Probably, I'm also going to open up even other bigger long trades, because if we go below this specific low, I really do think that a beautiful trading setup is then going to be offered to us. But let me right to show you also something very important, because what if we right to go on the daily time from here? Remember our video from yesterday where I was talking about the diagonal area of resistance. There are two ways to draw a diagonal level right here. We go on the daily, or actually we can also go on the 3-day, whatever. But the most important thing is, once Bitcoin is going to be breaking this specific trend line towards the upside, we can then say with a higher probability that we actually finished the 5 Elliott wave price structure towards the upside, and we are looking for a bigger ABC move up. So something I already talked about in our yesterday's video right here. Once we break our very important trendline area of resistance, it is then simply going to mean very, very likely we are looking at least for some kind of a 3-wave move back up. The reality is, after we break the trendline here, you are going to be late to the party if you are going to be looking for a breakout trade above our trend line. I think you can, of course, agree with me on this one right here, because once we go above the level, first of all, a lot of people are going to be trading right here, so probably it's not going to trade well. For example, we get a breakout or fake out, push down here, and then another breakout right here, or simply if you're looking to go with a breakout here and we literally smash towards the upside, you're late to the party. Usually, it is always better for us to be longing exactly at the area of support. There are two trend lines that you can actually go here with. First one is going to be with the log scale. Second one is going to be without the log scale. To answer this question, because I'm sure you're maybe even having right now this exact question, if it's better to go with a trend line with the log scale, or if it's better to go without the log scale. If you're using the higher term time frame, for example, daily, weekly, 3-day, monthly, whatever, it is better, in my opinion, to go with the logarithmic scale. Why so? Also, for example, I can show you exactly why using the log scale, it is better, in my opinion, to use it on the daily, weekly, monthly, 3-day, daily at least, and then of course higher. On the 4-hourly, 2-hourly, 1-hourly, I would ideally use the normal scale right here. But for higher term time frames, in my opinion, it is better to use the log scale. So how can we right now know that log scale usually works slightly better than the normal scale? Look right now, I mean, this is the thing that I was also talking about in the previous videos, but look at this. From the low here, back towards the high, what level was respected exactly almost to the dollar accuracy? 0.786, but not on the log scale, I mean, not on the non-log scale, on the log scale. I mean, maybe right now I mispronounced something, but whatever. You can see 0.76 perfectly hit to the exact dollar accuracy using the log scale. So that is why, in my opinion, it is better to use the log scale, especially if you are using a higher term time frame. So right now, with Bitcoin, it is quite simple, right? We know we are at the resistance level. If we get a rejection back down towards the support level, a beautiful reaction back up, back at the support level, you can be already looking for a long trade. Or if we start moving impulsively down, we are going to be looking for Bitcoin to actually take the low right here, and then we are going to go with another very nice long trade. The reality is right here, weekly candle, of course, something I posted about right here 25 minutes ago, is right now looking very, very nice. So what we are getting right here on the weekly, I mean, in my opinion, a beautiful bullish indication. Also right here, in the next 3 hours and 40 minutes, the 3 daily candle is going to close. And of course, also this one right here, in my opinion, looks quite nice. That is why weekly, 3-day time frame, those candles right here, in my opinion, are beautiful and could right now already indicate that the bottom for Bitcoin is in. We formed right here the 5th Elliott wave. Let's ideally right now look for another major rally towards the upside for us to then actually get this this very nice ABC correction. Not sure why the quality here is so low, but yeah, this right here is something I would be ideally paying attention to if the low right now on Bitcoin is actually in. According to the weekly time frame, I would say the low is right now already in, because yeah, closing the weekly candle like this, it's not an easy job, of course, because the bulls once again need to wake up and actually push the price once again back towards the upside. So closing the weekly candle like this, in my opinion, thumbs up, good indication. So yeah, we are definitely going to right to see if we are able to break the area of resistance where Bitcoin is trading right now. Also, when we go with the Bitcoin semi future chart, this one right here, another bullish indication. We got right here the semi gap at approximately $84,000 US, let's just say. So this right here, let me right now mark it out right here. We got this one. This right here is right now still the semi gap, and we are going to close it at 84,200. For sure, if we want to close it, which in my opinion we do have quite a high probability of doing, we are going to get another push towards the upside. There is literally right now a 90% chance that Bitcoin does get a push up sooner rather than later. Sure, we can still first get a push down and then a push up right here, but nevertheless, this specific level, very high probability it is going to get hit literally in the upcoming days, ideally also in the upcoming week. So if we hit it right here, quite a massive level is going to then get hit, and this specific level right now for Bitcoin is really acting as a magnet right here. Also, we are forming another semi gap. So we got the close at 70,200. So right now we are trading at approximately, let's just see, we are trading at 71,000. So Bitcoin is then going to have another very small gap approximately at this specific area once we are going to open up the semi futures chart literally in the upcoming hours. So that is also something that I'm going to be paying attention to. But the thing is, this one right here, the upper one, is a much bigger level, and yeah, I would say definitely very high chance we are going to get a push up sooner rather than later. Daily time frame looks okay, weekly looks beautiful, 3-day time frame in my opinion also looks very nice. The only thing right now in my opinion missing is a bullish cross on the exponential moving averages. If we do get a bullish cross right here on the 1 hourly, locally speaking, first of all, beautiful bullish indication. 2 hourly, of course, they're even more apart from each other, but ideally also we get a bullish cross right here. 4 hourly, exactly the same story. Ideally, we get a bullish cross right here towards the upside. In this scenario, then it's going to mean Bitcoin is moving in a beautiful uptrend on the 4 hourly, 2 hourly, 1 hourly, and of course, ideally then we are looking for this specific ABC correction, literally straight towards the upside. Our long trades, our trading bots right here probably then are also going to be in a bigger profit. But now, one thing that a lot of people probably are not paying that much attention to, which also personally I was not really looking at this specific chart in the past, but right now knowing that Bitcoin is actually hitting Bitcoin is dead zone on the rainbow chart right here, this is quite impressive, to be honest. So look right now at this chart I posted literally one day ago right here. Every single time we hit the, I mean, Bitcoin is dead zone, if you look like that, we got a major pump. Back right here in 2015 or 2016, whatever. We hit the level, we got a major pump. We hit the level right here back in 2019, 20, we got a major pump right here. Also right here, 2022, exact bottom, pump it up. Also right here, where Bitcoin is at the moment, we are in the purple area. People are losing belief. People are fearful. People are right now wrecked. So ideally, what we are right now looking next for potentially a major pump towards the upside. Maybe not really for another all-time high, of course, because right here, first of all, I am paying attention for some kind of an ABC. But the reality is, looking at this chart right here, historically speaking, is really some kind of an area where Bitcoin is very cheap, and we are ideally looking for a buy. And something like this, again, it's not anything crazy technical analysis, it's not anything major, but the thing is, looking at the data objectively, every single time we hit the level, it was a beautiful bottom. Also, for example, hit the level, pump it up right here towards the all-time high. usually it is a great buying opportunity. I'm not saying we cannot break the chart right here and go lower, but the thing is, historically speaking, the level is a beautiful one, and again, usually it is better to buy at such a nice support level than to actually go with a short or a sell trade. So this right here can also be one of the reasons why we are not looking for any major shorts right here, especially if we want to get another push down. If we do get another push down, bro, I'm going to be buying even more, firing another major long or buy trade. So let me right now share with you also the Elliott stochastic CG oscillator. First of all, let's go on the monthly time from here, because on the monthly, I mean, we are oversold. So the monthly chart right here is going to be another tick on this indicator is going to be formed in the 20 days. So this one right here, it's not that useful, but on the weekly right now, we are curving down, and probably tomorrow we are going to get another quite a significant curvature back down. Now look at this. We got also right here, for example, a big curvature down, not hitting the oversold area just yet. We bottomed out earlier, and then we got a pump towards the upside. It also happened right here. We got a curvature, not hitting the oversold just yet right here. We got a bottom, another push up, right? So it does look like that once we get already a bigger push down right here, not hitting the oversold, but the thing is, once we get a push down, usually it is a beautiful bullish indication for BTC. So that is why right now I want to show you two very nice trading setups. The first one is going to be with the mind in that the bottom right now is in, we move higher. And the second one is going to be we move lower, below the low, and then we fire another long trade. This right here is actually something very, very important. So that is why I would really appreciate if you smash up the like button right here, because 1,000 likes are really possible. And of course, also, thank you for subscribing to the channel. So I do think right now we do need to talk about the trading setup when potentially we can fire a brand new long trade, not only on Bitcoin, also potentially on Ethereum, XRP, Solana, also of course also on other altcoins. My head canon is that you either made it for life right now, or that you're secretly a leverage gambling addict and need this channel to fuel your addiction. Actually, all of my trades that I do, maybe in the past, sure, we could consider that I was gambling, but right now everything I do is really a calculated risk. I do use a stop loss, I do use proper leverage, I do use proper position size, and also on the way up, once the trade is moving my way, I am taking profit. So trading and gambling, I do think there is a very thin line between those two, and the main thing that actually separates a gambler with a trader is simply how well you are managing risk, or not even how well, if you are managing risk in the first place. With gambling, it's very, very hard to actually manage risk, right? But with trading, you are placing not only how much leverage you're going to use, you're actually deciding your position size, your stop loss, your take profit. So you're really in control with your risk management. Maybe you're not really in control with what the market is going to do, but the reality is something I have been talking about for a very long time. If you go right now with a long trade where we are right now, you have one-to-one risk to reward, right? So with this trade, it is literally 50-50 if we go up or if we go down. It's 50-50 if you make money on the trade or if you lose money on the trade. With some kind of a strategy, for example, you identify that where we are right now is a key level, right? Let's say we have a goal. I mean, let's, for example, also look at this one. The trading idea I had only a few days ago. We hit the gold pocket and then we are expecting a bounce. Because we know that historically speaking, the level is holding usually very nicely. We know it's aligning beautifully with the anchored VWAP. I mean, right here, the odds are not 50-50 anymore, are actually, let's just say, I don't know, 60-40, for example. And with one-to-one risk to reward, with 60-40, you have a higher probability that the trade is going to be a winning trade. So already right here, if you set a stop loss, take profit, you know a level, you have some kind of a strategy, it's not 50-50 anymore, you're not gambling because you have proper risk management, and of course also you are trading a strategy that over a certain period of trades, certain amount of trades is going to make you probably a lot of money. So that is exactly what we are doing right here. We are not gambling, we are trading, proper position size, proper risk management, also trading a very nice strategy, and yeah, again, you don't have to know in which direction the market is going to move for you to make money in the market. The most important thing is, on the move down, you are not looking for sells, we are looking for a buy trade, and on the move up, we are taking the profits from our long trade, maybe even going with a brand new short or a sell trade. So let me now show you exactly what can be our next long position if Bitcoin does right now get a push down. Again, I don't know up or down. The most important thing is where I'm prepared to buy, where I'm prepared to sell, where I'm going to be wrong on the idea, where I'm going to make money on the trade, where I'm going to be taking the profit, right? So let me right now show you exactly what are the two levels you can be paying attention to. On the daily time frame, we are going to probably confirm a brand new daily support level. So in the next 3 hours and 30 minutes, we are going to get a brand new daily high-term time frame support level if the daily candle is going to close green as it is right now. So let's move our level right here in the folder. Then, of course, we need to go also with another daily support level, which is exactly at this specific low. So let me apply all of the daily levels on the chart. I am going to just go with those two. This one, we go with this one and this one. Okay, so we have two daily support levels on the chart. Okay, we already have right now some kind, let's just say we have some kind of an edge right now already that we might be looking for a buy right here or a buy right here. The second step I would do here is go with the anchored VWAP. So we go with the anchored VWAP, we anchor it exactly at the low. Let me actually go on a lower term time frame, maybe even the 30-minute. We anchor it exactly at the low here. So this level coming in below the recent low. Below the recent low, what is this? A liquidity level. So let's also go with a liquidity level right here. This is going to be a beautiful level in my opinion. And also right here, what we can do, measure the entire bounce towards the upside with the volume. And with the volume right here, we can notice that the value area low is coming in at 64,600. What is the most important Fibonacci level? It's not the 0.786 where Bitcoin got a bounce off of right now with this entire push down, but it's usually a golden Fibonacci ratio. So we go with the Fibonacci retracement from the low back towards the exact high, going with the gold pocket. So here you can notice we have value area low, golden Fibonacci ratio, and also not only one, but two liquidity levels. Look right now at this. We have one low here, which is going to be the first liquidity level, 64,358. So this one, and then also we have this one. So the best level out of all of them, if Bitcoin does get a push down, is going to be this specific support area at approximately, let's just say, 64,000 US dollars. The second best level is going to be the liquidity level and the anchored VWAP at 67,300 US dollars, let's just say. So let me now show you why, ideally, first of all, we are looking for a push down before Bitcoin might get another push up right here. Look right now, not only at the RSI, we go with the MACD and also money flow indicator on the, let's go on the 4-hourly. Because here you're going to see bearish indications across the board. Lower highs on Bitcoin, we are forming higher high on the RSI, higher high on the MACD, higher high on money flow. All of the indicators on the 4-hourly are forming a hidden bearish divergence. Is this bullish or bearish? Of course, it's a bearish indication, right? That is why I'm telling you, if you're not already right now in a long trade, ideally, you might even wait a little bit for us to see if we can get another push down, or on the other hand, we break the area of resistance where Bitcoin is trading right now. So we know this right here, all of those indications, all of those indicators right here are actually a hidden bearish divergence indication. So that is why ideally we are looking for some kind of a push down. And what are going to be the best support levels? Not the new daily here that is being formed in the upcoming hours, but actually all of the levels below us. 67,263, and the best one right here, 64,300. Now, pay attention to what I'm going to say to you right now. It could be, as we said before, a bullish Elliott wave count already. In this scenario, the low on Bitcoin is already in. So we now know, impulse right here, we got a correction. Of course, if we get a push down, second Elliott wave, third one, fourth one, fifth one. This right here, to be honest, is my preferred scenario. Because simply, of course, I am already right now in a lot of different long trades on different trading bots. And of course, also my manual trades are right now, all of them long positions. But also, actually, I'm lying. I do have approximately 10% of the short still open, I think. 10% of the short on Bitcoin, it is still open. So yeah, I still do have some short, but majority of my position size right now, it is actually in long trades, right? So if we do get a push down, I would personally be paying attention to the RSI indicator and also the volume. If the volume is going to be increasing on the move down, this is then going to know probably it's not the second Elliott wave, because the second Elliott wave is a corrective wave. So ideally, you want to see low volume right here. We get an ABC correction, and then we move higher. If the move down is going to look choppy, low volume right here, high probability it's the second Elliott wave. Let's look for higher. If the volume is high, on the other hand, the move also potentially is going to look impulsive. Probably this right here was just some kind of a correction. We are then looking for another push towards the downside below our recent low. Very simple to follow. You don't have to be a magician right now to trade what I'm just right now saying to you. You literally need to have, first of all, alerts at our key levels. Pay attention to how the price is moving lower. Is it corrective or is it impulsive? And then simply trade based on this. You should, I mean, if you go with a long trade right here, for example, and then we suddenly move lower right here, I mean, sure, you lose a trade. But the thing is, it doesn't really matter. After, let's just say, I don't know, 100, 1,000 trades, probably, if you're going to trade a good strategy, something I'm showing to you on my videos right here, you could, I mean, you are probably going to make quite a lot of money with it, right? So if we move lower here, we break all of our support levels, the next trade I'm paying attention to, which, in my opinion, actually, it is going to be an even higher probability one, is going to be, we form a lower low on Bitcoin. So literally, what I was talking about in yesterday's video here, we form a lower low, but we get a higher low on the RSI, ideally on the daily time frame. So what is that? How is this going to look like? Lower low on Bitcoin, so something like this. We get a push down, lower low, higher low on the RSI, regular bullish divergence, liquidity grab below the recent low on the daily time frame bullish divergence, which it is a beautiful thing. And also, you know, you're buying after a significant push towards downside. If we do get something like this, bro, I definitely do think it is going to be a beautiful long entry. And yeah, I mean, yeah, if we get such a nice trading setup right here, definitely I'm going to be taking it. But right now, it's not up to me to decide in which direction Bitcoin is going to go. We simply know if move down looks impulsive, sure, we are looking for another lower low. If it looks corrective, it's probably a bullish market structure. I mean, bullish Elliott wave count right here. The low is in. We are looking for much higher price targets. That is right now why, of course, if you want to trade with us, you can definitely take an advantage of the free bonus on BTC right here. This is the exchange that I'm personally right now trading the most. No KYC, no VPN. You register, you deposit, you're going to get a 20% deposit bonus completely for free. The more you're going to trade, the bigger bonuses you're going to get. And also right now, with the trading competition right here, the better you're going to trade, also the bigger rewards you're going to get. So it is worth taking right now those bonuses for your advantage using the second link down below, especially if you're right now looking to trade this specific price action. And of course, also, while you're down here, subscribe to the channel, like the video right here. That is also something I would really appreciate. Let me right now look at the chat a little bit here. And then, of course, we can also go through... We can talk about some trading bots if you want. We can go through Ethereum, XRP, and also... yeah, I also want to show you the altcoins that have gotten the biggest bounce towards the upside. So let me right now look at the chat here. Bears going wrecked. I mean, if we do get right here a beautiful short squeeze, yeah, they're for sure going to get wrecked. Hi, yo, welcome everyone. Greetings from Denmark. Love your videos. Great work, dude. Thank you very much for a beautiful comment. Appreciate it, man. Let's see. Is it now forming a double top now? In terms of the patterns, double top patterns, head and shoulders, triangles, personally, I don't trade this. I do think that retail traders mostly are paying attention to those patterns, and that is why personally I don't really trade that. So no, personally, like, even if it's some kind of a double top pattern, whatever we are forming right now, I personally wouldn't trade that. Would you get in a new short to grab the bearish divergence? How would you set it? If, for example, right now, I would be looking for a short trade. Now, I mean, as I said before, I am holding approximately 10% of my short trades right now still on Bitcoin. So if we do move lower, I am going to be in a bigger profit on the short trade. But the thing is, how would I right now approach to trade this? If I would be looking for a short, first of all, what are the best levels to trade? Always liquidity levels, right? So where we do have right now another liquidity level, it is going to be above the recent high. Was this high taken? Also no. So I would say like this. If we do get a push up right here, look right now for a candle close below our previous high. If we do get this on the 30-minute or the 1-hour time frame, very simply, short position, stop above the high, The first take profit, liquidity level. Second take profit, golden Fibonacci ratio. Third take profit below the recent low. Very, very simple approach. And yeah, I mean, you're trading right here, bearish divergence. You're trading the liquidity level. And also, if you look like that, you are trading the semi futures chart closing. I mean, you are trading pretty much the semi gap right here. So I would say something like this could be a possibility. But again, make sure you get a liquidity grab, which means closing the candle below the recent high here, at least I would say on the 30-minute time frame. If we do get something like this, it could be a nice short entry if you're right now still looking for a short at this specific area. Let's see. Cheers from Brazil. I love your videos. Congratulations, brother. Thank you very much. Cheers to Brazil, man. Okay, Solana. Yeah, I am going to cover Solana in a moment, bro, because I do think we hit a very important level in Solana, so we are going to go with it as well. I hope Solana hits 100 today. I mean, in this scenario, Bitcoin needs to pump, right? We are getting some hidden bearish divergences, so I am not really that optimistic about this, but of course, we are going to see. Total is generating downside liquidity. Hope we get a retracement to a golden Fibonacci ratio. That, of course, would be very nice. So let's go right now directly with the trading bots. Then we go through ETH, experience, XRP, and also then Solana. So with the trading bots, of course, right now we are in a loss. We are approximately 1.5k on Solana loss, 2,200 on XRP in positive, and also, of course, Bitcoin and Ethereum bot are in a loss. Now, let me explain to you something, because I do think a lot of people don't really understand what is my purpose with the bots, and of course, also, why I even use them in the first place. First of all, you know that I manually trade, right? The trades I make are, of course, manual trades that I really look at the market every single day. I make calculated decisions. So I'm actively monitoring the trades, having a stop loss, take profit, all of this stuff. With the trading bots, it's more of a passive approach. If you have been in my also in my free VIP Discord server, if you are watching my videos for the past few days, not days, weeks, I would say, we were in a very nice profit on all of the bots right here. So the bot right here on Ethereum was 2,200. The bot on Bitcoin right here 2,400. I did not take any profit on purpose. Why so? Because I wanted, if Bitcoin does go lower and Ethereum goes lower, I wanted the bots to actually buy the dip for me. I was in short trades on Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and also Solana. So I was really in quite a good position. And that is why I wanted the bots to be buying the dip for me. So those bots right here, if, for example, you're spot buying, let's just say you're dollar cost averaging in the market, you would be in a bigger loss versus using the bots. Why so? Because you can see the trend P&L right here is showing to exactly how big of a loss we would make if we would just be dollar cost averaging in the market. However, because we are using the grid bot, you actually do have 1.6k in profit. So of course, if you right now if you put the numbers together, you get 3,800 in a loss. Not 5.4, but 3.8. So if you look like that, the grid trading bot helped me not to lose as much money if I would be just buying Ethereum, Bitcoin right here, XRP, and of course also Solana. So those bots right here are more of a passive approach to trading. I do use manual trades, which in my opinion, it is still a way better way to go. But the thing is, with manual trades, are you having a stop loss? Are you taking the profits actually? Are you having a proper position size? If not, I mean, if you're not doing that, I would say the trading bots are a much better way to go. But the thing is, you can make much more money with manual trading. That is why personally, I'm mostly right here still manually trading. I am, of course, using the trading bots as more of a passive approach for some kind of a passive income. And yeah, right now they are in a loss. Not a big deal if we are going to bounce. Those bots right here probably are going to actually be in a beautiful profit. And XRP bot, because of the bounce, it is right now being already in a profit. The question right now is, are we going to go up? If so, the bots are going to be in a profit. And even pretty much, if you would be buying Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, if you are buying spot, right now potentially you are in a loss. And if we do get a bounce, you are going to be in a profit. Additionally, with those bots, you are also going to be making great profit, which means on the way up, they are taking the profit for you. On the way down, they are buying even more because they are long trading bots, right? So So far, I'm quite happy with how those bots right here are set up. I mean, also the price ranges right here, they are not random numbers. It is 80 level, which in my opinion was one of the most important levels on Solana. And where we got a bounce, it wasn't the 80 exactly, but of course, you know right here, 1-to-1 Fibonacci extension on Solana was approximately $80, 82.5, right? So that is why the bottom range for Solana was 80. Those numbers right here, also for Bitcoin, for example, I knew 68,000 was a very important level. That is why the bottom range right here was 65K. So those numbers that I'm using right here on the bots, everything is calculated. I'm not using random numbers here because, yeah, I first of all do technical analysis, and then I apply this technical analysis also, of course, to those trading bots. You can copy the trading bots completely for free because usually it is better to enter them on the move up, right? And once we are going to be moving higher, for Solana, for example, it is going to be taking the profit for me all the way down towards $200. So if Solana gets a pump here towards $200 right here, this bot right here is going to be taking the profit for me. So those bots, again, completely for free for if you want to copy them. First of all, create an account on Pionex here. You register, you get 50 USDT completely for free. You deposit, you're going to get maybe even $1,000 completely for free if you deposit 10,000. Then, of course, deploy the bots, copy them, the exact same settings I'm using with the second link down below right here in the description. But right now, we also need to talk about Ethereum and also XRP because both of those altcoins have hit some very important levels. With Ethereum, of course, I want to be completely transparent with you. In Discord right here, in the altcoin chat, I did post what is my ideal scenario for Ethereum. And no, it wasn't the one-to-one. I was personally targeting the golden Fibonacci ratio. Exactly the same thing I was doing for Bitcoin. So this level was also aligning perfectly with the point of control. However, Ethereum bounced actually at the one-to-one Fibonacci extension level. So this one-to-one, actually, I just want to see if it was aligning maybe with the value area low here of the entire upper price section. Let's go right here, value area low. No, it wasn't. So Ethereum bounced exactly at the one-to-one Fibonacci extension. Let me right now see if we had any other levels here on the daily. I just want to see, yeah, it looks like it was probably some kind of a daily support level. All of those levels were broken down. So I'm just going to remove this one, this one, this one, this one. This was the weekly. I just want to right now update the levels here on our chart. So on the monthly, no new levels. Okay, no, never mind. Whoa, okay, never mind. I did not have this level on the chart, but bro, this was the monthly support level on Ethereum. Ethereum monthly support level right here, beautiful, aligning with the one-to-one. To be honest, I did not have those levels on the chart. So for complete transparency, I was targeting the golden Fibonacci ratio. But yeah, monthly level hit, one-to-one Fibonacci level hit. Let's see here, weekly, no. Let's go on the daily. Actually, let me just see if we do have any other. Yeah, we do have a new weekly resistance level right here. So this is the weekly. Let's go with this one, putting here in the folder. Let's go on the daily. We have right here a new daily resistance level on Ethereum right here. So let's put it in the folder. And also, I do think we have some more daily levels here. So we have a lot of dailies. Let's go with this daily that was also hit as the monthly. So I'm not going to put it on the chart. We have a new daily here below us. We have another daily right here, which is a beautiful one because we have previous lows here for liquidity. And this one was already tapped. So we do have right here, if we do go lower, two daily support levels at approximately 1.5 thousand US dollars, let's just say. So let me pull those levels in the folder. Okay, let's go with another daily that was formed right here. So this is going to be another one. Okay, another daily, weekly. Okay, I like the levels here. Those are high-term time frame areas of support and resistances. Let's remove this. I'm going to remove the golden pocket for now. Also, this one, I mean, the value area low right here is right here, the most important one. If we do go lower, because it does align with the dailies here exactly, which is beautiful. In the case, of course, we go lower, but we have the daily value area low, point of control right now aligning with the daily. So let us right now mark what is the biggest resistance here for Ethereum. I am going to mark out this level as a point of control here. Let's remove the volume for now. I'm going to, let's see. Okay, so let's also remove, let's hide this one for now also. I just want to see right here what I have. So this is Fibonacci extension. This is the Elliott count I had. Let's remove it. This is what I was expecting. Did not play out. Let me see those levels. Those were the trend lines. I can also remove those. Okay, so the biggest area of resistance right now for Ethereum is the point of control and the daily. This is coming in at $2,343. So this level is, I mean, historically, bro, look at this, how nicely it was respected. Not knowing that this level was that nicely respected, you can clearly see perfect support level, perfect support level, support level. Right now, of course, because broken down, it is the area of resistance. So this level is a beautiful one for Ethereum. I also want to go with the anchored VWAP. Let's anchor it exactly at the all-time high. Okay, not very useful. Let's anchor it before we got this major collapse here. Okay, coming in here. I do think if you go with another one, this area, it is, I mean, not perfectly coming in here. Okay, so this anchored VWAP coming in slightly higher than our daily and the point of control. I also want, I mean, golden pocket is not going to be here. So, but we do have some liquidity levels because we formed a lot of lower highs. I would still say this level is a very important one for ETH. $2,300 if we go right now higher is definitely still a very important one for you to be. I would say this level here on point of control is probably the same one as on Bitcoin, the one that we said before, this one right here, 79,000 on Bitcoin is probably the same one as on Ethereum, $2,300 right here. But what is right here the best support level I would be aware of? We are going to do the exact same thing as we did before for Bitcoin. So let's go right here with the anchored VWAP. This one is coming in slightly below our recent lows. Not the best level, to be honest. Let's go with the volume levels here. I just want to see if we have... Yeah, we do have another daily here. Let's go. I don't think I marked this one out. No. This right here is a new daily support level for ETH. So this one, okay. Let's go back on the 1 hourly. I mean, the support levels here on ETH, to be honest, I'm not really the biggest fan. We have value area low here. Let's measure this one. Coming in below the recent lows. I don't like those levels, to be honest. Let's see. Let me hide this one for now, and also let's remove this one. Okay, let's go with Fibonacci from the low back towards the high that was put here. Let's go with the second Elliott wave. I would say the best levels here for Ethereum. This is the liquidity level. I like this one here. And the second best is pretty much the golden Fibonacci ratio. And of course, then you have the daily support level below us. So, like, I would say, first pay attention to Bitcoin. Because with the levels here on ETH, I prefer the levels on Bitcoin, to be honest, for you to be paying attention to. So first, pay attention to Bitcoin. If Bitcoin is having a beautiful reaction at the support level here, sure, you can also then go with a long trade on Ethereum. But for ETH, I mean, I would say, of course, probably it is going to follow Bitcoin, but Bitcoin does have better support levels, stronger support levels than Ethereum, in my opinion. Then, of course, the better trade is definitely then going to be, we take the liquidity below the low, we get a bullish divergence on the RSI, and then we get a pump towards the upside. This, of course, is then going to be the preferred scenario if we right now start moving impulsively towards downside. XRP, this is also right here, something very important, because I would say if XRP has gotten quite a big bounce in comparison to Bitcoin and also to Ethereum. So it looks kind of stronger, I would say stronger than Ethereum and also BTC. But I would say like that. For XRP here, the next level, if we do potentially go lower, is going to be this one. In this scenario, I'm going to be adjusting the range here. And if we go lower, we form a new lower low. Look at this level. This one right here. It's going to come in at $1 pretty much. Psychological level and also the bottom of the range exactly. So if we go lower, this level, in my opinion, is quite a nice one for us to be longing in a case we do get right here another major push down. So this level, $1, a beautiful level for you to be paying attention. I'm even going to set an alert here because, oops, actually, let's go like this. I'm going to set an alert. Actually, I just, let me remove this one. I'm going to go with this one here, like this, before the level is hit. $1, beautiful level for XRP, in a case we go right now lower. If not, again, similar to Bitcoin, once Bitcoin hits those support levels, pay attention also to XRP. Locally speaking, what is the best level here? Let's see. Let's anchor it exactly at the low here. I mean, we have very similar level as on BTC. Anchored VWAP below the recent low. If we go with the volume levels, measuring the bounce, value area low probably approximately at the golden Fibonacci ratio, right? Yeah. Very similar to BTC. First pay attention to Bitcoin, then trade altcoins, I would say. But yeah, again, if we start forming a lower low, the best one here is $1 for XRP. Beautiful level in my opinion. Because it could be potentially also the bottom of our horizontal range. So yeah, let's see. Let's see. I have the same setup sent in Discord. Okay, beautiful, man. If you are having a very similar setup to mine, I do think my setups that I'm having right here are actually quite nice ones. So I do think that if you have the same one, I mean, GG's. That is why right now I just want to go and show you on CoinMarketCap here. Because a lot of those coins, sure, they have gotten a beautiful bounce, especially XRP. But look right now, the CoinMarketCap, I'm going to refresh the page here. And pay attention to the best performance in the past 24 hours. Those are also one of the altcoins. Actually, Ether, you can see here, is one of the altcoins I'm right now paying attention to. If you go with the past 7 days, you can see some other ones. But to be honest, the best one, in my opinion, is Ether. Why so? Look right now, let's go with Ether USDT here real quick. Because it has gone a major bounce. 54% towards the upside. And also right now, coming in towards some kind of a diagonal area of resistance. If you go with the log scale, you can see that we just hit this level only a few hours ago. So I would say if I would be right to looking for another altcoin that I'm looking for a major buy position on, probably if Bitcoin does go right here lower, Ether is not going to be forming another lower low. So that is why I'm definitely looking also for another long trade on Ether. And where I'm going to be looking for a long trade is going to be at the area of support. So what is the support level? We can be looking for it here on Ether. First, we can identify the daily support level. This level, of course, it's definitely a first high-term time frame support level. On weekly, also, actually, we are going to confirm a new weekly support level in the next 3 hours and 4 minutes. So let's pull both of those levels in the folder. Let's just call it high-term time frame levels, like this. We have the daily and also the weekly. Beautiful levels. Weekly candle, bro, it looks beautiful. So we have 2 levels. Then, of course, we can also mark out the previous low, which was right here, which is exactly the liquidity level. I'm not going to mark it out, but it is a beautiful level here. I also want to measure some volume. Let's measure this one. We have value area low and point of control here. What if we do this measurement? We have point of control and value area low here. Let's go on the 4-hourly, for example. Let's measure this. Okay. I would go, this weekly level is a beautiful one. If we go with this one, we have point of control and the value area low here. Fibonacci from the low back towards the high. Log scale or no log scale. I mean, we are on the 4-hourly, but the move was quite big. I would say, I mean, we do have alignment here with the golden pocket and the value area low without the log scale. Let's see this. I mean, yeah, we do have some previous lows as well here. I would say like that. Weekly and the point of control here is the best level. Second best is then the golden pocket and the value area low. Daily, in my opinion, not that of an important one. I do prefer the golden pocket here and the weekly here. So I would say if Bitcoin does start moving lower, I'm also going to set some alerts here on Ether because I really do like those levels here on Ether. If we start pushing down, and of course, if Bitcoin is going to look corrective, that being said, we are going to chop down. Then, of course, we can be looking for a long on Bitcoin and then a pump. Or if we move impulsively down, then, of course, you need to wait with Ether. But I would say right now, pretty much, Bitcoin is going to be making a decision probably in the upcoming days, in the upcoming week. So definitely pay attention to what does happen here because, yeah, it is probably going to decide if we do get another lower low or we are just going to get a major pump here. Hyper, your point of view on gold and silver. Bro, I am actually not trading those assets. But I do know... Well, wait, what is the ticker for gold? Is it XUE? No. Bro, can someone just tell me the ticker for gold? Because, no, I'm really not trading gold and also not silver. So, yeah, I don't know the ticker. Land Central Coin, welcome to the stream. Okay. Okay, thank you very much for sharing this with me. Let's go like this. Let's go with... I'm not even sure what is the best chart to go with. Let's go with this one. I do know, of course, they have gotten quite a big push down. What is my view on this? Like, yeah, sure, we got a push down. But overall, you be the judge. Is this chart going up or down? I don't really want to make any crazy technical analysis on this one because the trend is your friend until the end. And right now, even here, we got a push down of 20%. Here, we got a push down of 18% or 19%, whatever. I wouldn't say this right here is bearish. If I would be right saying to you buy or sell, or long or short, I wouldn't go with a short here. I would much rather go with a buy or a long trade. Not sure exactly where the top is going to be here, exactly. But the thing is, the trend is clearly up, right? So with the gold, and also I believe silver does have a very similar chart. I wouldn't really be looking for any major short trades here, because yeah, it continues up. Are we forming any bearish divergences? Let's just see. Bro, this right here on the daily, you're getting lower lows here and higher lows on the chart. So hidden bullish divergence all across the board. Again, exponential moving averages probably, yeah, they are bullish. So I wouldn't be bearish on gold, to be honest. I do think it can go higher. Ideally, Bitcoin goes higher, of course, but yeah, gold, in my opinion, I mean, in terms of the chart, it just looks like a correction and then some kind of a... Okay, maybe I used a wrong chart here. Let's go with this one. Not like this. We need to maybe type here. Okay. Okay, I think this right here is the proper chart then, right? Yeah, I mean, pretty much it looks very, very similar. So we got a dump, but the thing is, this was a push down of 7.4%. This one, okay, this one was 20%. I mean, the chart doesn't look bearish, does it? We get those corrections or those pullbacks very, very regularly, so I wouldn't say it's looking bad, to be honest. Sure, we got a shakedown here. People maybe are even going to get bearish here, but the thing is, I mean, overall, the direction is up, so why getting scared here? It was just a dip here, so why not buying even more? I wouldn't be looking for shorts here, to be honest. Let's see. Doesn't matter which chart do you use. Same. Okay. Then, okay. If you catch short setup for Bitcoin, please post it to Discord. I don't post signals. I do post my opinions about technical analysis. I don't post trading signals. So that is something that I'm really trying to avoid. You can literally see exactly, pretty much almost exactly what I'm doing with my trades. So I don't really want to be sharing the exact signals. Because also probably a lot of people are going to miss the exact entries, so that is why I just don't do it. But of course, I do technical analysis. You can literally preset the alert once the level is hit, and then simply act based on the alert or technical analysis that I can provide for you for free. Why can't see all the channels in Discord? By the way, you can join the free VIP Discord with this link down below in the description. If you don't see the channels, this one is completely for free. But the thing is, you need to go. You probably have only the welcome channel and the free bonuses. A lot of people are DMing me every single day. Bro, why the heck don't I see all of those chats? The thing is, you need to read the welcome page. Because once you're going to read it, you're going to know exactly how to join. It is, once again, completely for free. Then you verify yourself with the bot right here at the bottom, and then you're going to be having an access to my free VIP Discord server. I do post some of my other technical analysis right here in the Bitcoin chat, also in the Altcoin channel. So yeah, I mean, if you want, you can join. Again, I don't provide trading signals, but of course, I'm trying my best to give you the best analysis as possible. And of course, also some more insights about the trading bots, about the charts, stuff like that. So yeah, if you want, you can join with this specific link down below in the description. If you want to trade with us, use BTC. In my opinion, right now, quite a good exchange because it doesn't require KYC. Bonus, 8,560. You register, you deposit, you're going to get a 20% deposit bonus. And also, when you're going to start trading, you're going to get even bigger bonuses. Again, with the links down below in the description. With it being said, I really do hope you enjoyed the live stream. If you did, definitely smash up the like button, subscribe to the channel, because I mean, tomorrow there is going to be another video, another technical analysis video, because of course we are going to have more data here. We are then going to be able to analyze, are we going to go lower, or are we maybe even looking for a bigger pump towards the upside? With it being said, thank you everyone for watching today's live stream. Have an awesome rest of your day. See you tomorrow, and of course, peace out.
Vitalik, clapping. Vitalik, impressed. Happy and clapping. Vitalik is impressed. Vitalik clapping, 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 clapping. Vitalik clapping, clapping, clapping.